Oh. Give me 2 seconds actually. No, we'll just chill with the normal latency. That's okay. I'll be a little tad bit delayed, but we can deal with it. That's for sure. We're just going straight live. We're gonna jump right into the game, to be honest, because there really isn't. I just want to sort of get these guns done real quick. I think I already have the Sigma done. Give me 2 seconds just to sort of check. I just want to make sure to know what I'm doing. Yes, I do have Golden Viper on that. So I'll just have to do RPG. Which is very nice. Okay. I'm gonna just try. I just need pack-a-punch kills for shotguns. We're just gonna do it on we'll do it in D Machina because honestly it's just be a little bit quicker. Yeah, we'll just do it in D Machina. I feel like Outbreak wouldn't be too bad for grinding camos either once you get to the higher, because you could sort of just like run loops for forever until it literally says that it's done. It's double XP shit. Oh. I want to see if I have Spotify's not pulling up on the right screen. That's okay. I think I could actually control Spotify from my phone though. So that could be I could actually end up being all right. We're gonna just, I don't know what I want to. Acoustic. No.
Strike team is on the ground. This is where it started, strike team. Let's get some answers.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm so used to having to pause a timer and everything. I'm so glad I'm done with this shit. Okay, let's just go with like some. Sakura Dreams. Cool. This was sort of what I was hoping it would be. All right. I don't know how long today's stream is going to be, but it should be a decent, fun time.
They're gone.
Oh yeah, there's the whole apply blueprint now. Fucking wild shit. I haven't played Cold War in a bit, and I've been playing so much BO4. I'm happy to be back. Okay, I'm gonna change my colorblind settings. I'm gonna make my enemy color orange. Yeah, I like that.
This place is cursed. I should have known Project
Is
Station would come back to
very nice to be playing games just for fun again. The channel's back and I'm gonna be back in full swing this week. I sort of wanted to start off this week with just like a stream, just sort of chilling.
That's multiple EKIA. Enemy appears KIA.
I haven't played D Machina in a while, so I don't mind playing some D Machina, to be honest. Let's get out of here. Go up. I might be getting a PS5 in a month too. That's some pretty poggeroony news, to say the least. I just need pack-a-punch kills for both the Gallo and... I should have played a Firebase, because the Gallo's on the wall. It's okay, we can hit the box. It's not too big of a deal. I'm very interested to see how the future of Cold War goes, though. I'm gonna honestly, my brightness almost seems like it's way too high. Even though it's not visible to me, the brightness is just way too high. Hopefully it doesn't make it super dark for y'all. No, this seems to be alright. I don't know what else I'm gonna be doing for streams. I really would like to run through some BO4 Easter eggs one day. Sort of get a codename pizza sort of vibe going on this channel. I really like what Pizza does with his streams and everything. Other than that, I'm not a huge fan of that type of content otherwise.
Welcome to Project N Station. The doors don't normally behave like this. I take no pleasure in visiting this wretched place. I heard rumors of the research that transpired after my departure towards Horla, a gateway to
If BO3 had a bonus points drop, it would be pretty great. The only map that has it is, I think, Origins, and I don't even know if you can get that through zombies. I haven't played Origins in such a long time. Oh, my temporal gift. Project End Station. I don't know where the music went or what. If I'm just going crazy and I wasn't hearing the music, but what the fuck? All right. We could do free jug. We'll do some free jug. We're just gonna get some chill vibes going on up there today.
my God, the atom smasher, the collision of the particles. No
I think you have to go to the
atomic
anomaly
research
ones.
something
Freaking Valentina. I guess, yeah, I have a certain amount of time. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Okay. Apparently I'm just dying a hell of a lot. You know what? Fuck it. I wish there was more of this shit. I want more of it. Give me points. Oh, there is a gallows on the wall. I'm just special. I knew there was a gallows on the wall. Hey, Skull, what's up? Hey, Nikos. How you doing? I'm doing all right. I am finally getting back on track. I'm getting the channel back on track to where I want to go. I'm hoping to sort of get everything figured out this week. I'm gonna fall asleep listening to this music. Give me 2 seconds. What is drop? No, we're not doing that. Gotta love having to use. Okay, I like this.
Calmly reestablished.
Better than most days.
What happened? Where did they go? Aether, if our data is correct, and I believe it is,
Yeah.
returned from the other dimension.
I'm hoping to finally start streaming. For the longest time, I was streaming on Twitch, and I was streaming pretty consistently on there for a bit, but I could just never find my traction. And honestly, if you want my opinion on Twitch, now I don't think of them as positively as I used to. I don't think the platform's that great. Neither do I think YouTube's that great, but I think it's a little bit better than Twitch. They have their fair share of like bullshittery, so. You should put like, you tried it yet on Firebase Z? No, I have not. I've not really been playing, because I was doing ZWC and I just was not able to get a good run in. So I was trying to really get ZWC working, but I do think that I'm gonna probably be able to maybe do that today even. That could be hilarious. Because I'm gonna be grinding just camos basically for the next, I would say, 2 to 3 hours. Till about 12 or 1 o'clock. I have some other stuff that I want to work on too. I'm gonna be starting to do commissions hopefully for thumbnails, and I've got to make up a bunch of like makeup, like just sort of portfolio type stuff, and I really want to start doing some graphic design and maybe make some money. Oh hey, would you look at that? Thank you. I will not be mad about that. That makes my life a lot easier. And again, still have yet to get the ray gun in this game. Tell me if this is an orange. I swear it is. It could be, to be honest. It might honestly be a homage to IW. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. I want to go get this pap because we just need pap kills for this. Because I was literally doing a challenge that you literally could not open up pap on Firebase Z, so I've not been able to get my Gallo. Great man, I hope you make a lot of money. You deserve it. Thank you, my dude. I'm also gonna be working on my map a lot this week too, because I sort of fallen off track, and I actually was really liking what I was working on the last time I was mapping, and I was waiting for you. I hate megatons. They don't seem as annoying as they used to be, but I'm also using a gold power on round 10. It's just sort of weird how contained everything feels in Cold War compared to Outbreak, or like in the survival maps compared to Outbreak. Like it feels so much more compressed than it did before. To me, like it felt super wide open, way more open than any other Treyarch zombies. But now even these spaces feel small and tight at times. They're not too hard to navigate though. I'm also gonna upgrade. I've got a lot sort of on my plate, I guess, for this next week, but you know, it keeps me busy, especially during Corona right now. Just what a mess. Canada's falling apart. Everywhere's falling apart at this point. Oh. The movement in this game is so smooth. Fucking BO4. I do want to do some BO4 streams though. I really want to get the game on PC and stream it on PC. Or sorry, get the DLC on PC. Because I do have the game on PC, I just don't have the DLC for it. I see now that you're doing grinding. I was doing something similar these days before I begin with it. The bug that's not here. Funny story about me torturing myself. What's that? I'm just gonna alternate rounds. We could get perks actually. I think I know what you're gonna bring up, the bugs. And that's bugging everyone about this fucking game. I don't know if you're gonna be talking about the whole high rounds on PC situation where it will literally ban your account. I don't know if it'll do it to you on PS4 too. It's mainly only a PC thing, isn't it? I don't know any of the specifics about that whole shindig. I gotta make sure to keep buying armor. I just wish that there was an armor stand in Nox, you know? There should be one above ground and below ground. It's also XP progression for Dead Ops now, which makes me sort of wanna... I was doing the E's in anticipation and I reached Blood of the Dead. It took me 1 week straight to finally say, holy hell, that was What was that thing? That Easter egg's a mess and a half. I don't know what was going on with Blood of the Dead. The writing for Blood of the Dead's fantastic, but the gameplay of Blood of the Dead's just god awful. Alright. We're getting a good amount of points. Thankfully. I keep wanting to be able to anywhere but here, and like, I miss gobblegums and elixirs just for that reason. Just they were so great. To me, elixirs, if they were expanded on a little bit better and the UI didn't look so ugly, I probably like elixirs a lot more. Like, the elixirs weren't that bad of a system. Alrighty, let's go. I should really get some overlays done too in these next few weeks for myself. Overlays are hard work, though. Take a decent amount of time. I got the water though in this tunnel. I'm really excited for when you made that. What was the person I just feel like we're yeah. Blood of the Dead just shouldn't be played in general. It's I'm even a BO4 fanboy, but there's literally no reason why I would want to play Blood of the Dead, other than to maybe have the feeling of, hey, I died around 15. Oh my god. Cool, I can play Firebase. I was not enjoying D Machina in any way. I'm sorry, but D Machina just makes me want to go sleep. Map's just so boring. I really hope Berlin's more complicated. Not in the space of like whatever BO4 was, but like more in ask of BO3. Okay. Catwalk sequence on Blood of the Dead is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, and it features one of, if not my favorite, themes in zombies. Blood of the Dead has great music. Like, everything but the map itself is great about Blood, to be honest. I just think it's terrible. felt that way with this. Some I think by the end of this game, people are gonna be like, "Holy fuck, this story is actually pretty fucking decent." I think it really just needs the payoff first. People have no patience anymore about stories. I'm definitely gonna make some videos on it. I wonder if, you know what? I want to see if I could grind camos on this. This would be hilarious if I could grind camos on Onslaught Containment, because that would actually be pretty sick. Play a different game mode other than just what's the regular zombies maps. Oh, I went into a freaking public lobby. What a dumb. Oh! Weird. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted private. There we go. Game show's sick. That's hilarious. That's the one that I wanted first. Kind of afraid of the quality of Berlin because it seems that finally caught up. COVID finally caught up. So here's what happens when you're still upgrading the game. From home, you get the 623 nuclear bug PC gamer. It's a PC bug only, right? Fuck, it's so loud outside my window. I really hope you don't hear that. Doesn't seem like. I'm kind of terrified for the quality of Berlin too. I am very skeptical, to be honest. I'm hoping it's gonna be banger, but you never know, to be honest. Ooh, I like the. Why is there a red phase? That's weird that the phase is red in this instance. I don't know if Onslaught's complete. No, Onslaught is canonical.
If you want to explore the zone, you'll need the help of that orb. We're not sure why, but killing those creatures gives it power.
Yeah, and I'm yes, and I'm on PC. That's a just as I was like sort of thinking of getting the game on PC, but I'm I just got a call the other day from my local store that I actually put my name down. Me and my girlfriend put our names down for, and we're probably gonna get a PS5 within the next month or so. So I'm really excited for that, because fuck the PS4. You haven't played the updated Onslaught? No, I have not. I've not had any time to play games in general. I was literally just trying to grind out games for
Be ready for anything.
what is it called? For ZWC. I still ended up failing. Oh,
Shouldn't be surprised.
it's alright.
Elite.
I honestly don't. It's not too big of a deal. I didn't expect to deal anywhere with ZWC. This is at least a lot quicker than what Onslaught originally was. I hope I get like a gallow on the ground. That's literally, I'm just gonna use this until I can upgrade it, because I know that there's upgrade tokens now. I like that the full power's a drop. Wow, it just keeps going super quickly. I have a lot of different plans. I don't know what you would think of this, but I'm planning on maybe doing a Resident Evil 8 series even. Because that sort of lends itself sort of to like, sort of in the zombies area a little bit. But I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, that's a death machine. What you doing, bro? Ellington. I could pick up this XM4 just for lulz, why not? I have everything. Why are you throwing your meat at me? I hate zombies just trying to throw their meat at me. I don't agree with it. No. I'm on Surge 8. Technically round 8. Yeah, we'll just... I love how like any country that failed cutting, including a disaster that its mine developers are still inside of. That only affects old people. The variants though are affecting young people, like especially here in Canada. A lot of the people that are being affected now.
Elite threat in the vicinity. That bastard out of his misery.
I've actually been seeing a lot of more old or younger people getting it. So the variants have really fucked everything up. Like we've been getting crazy amounts of cases now because of them. I would think that you would play somebody else or something, some other games too. I'm gonna pick up this QBZ. I get another. Ooh, I can. Oh, it's Pack-a-Punch now. Let's go. I wasn't sure if the chalice was the Pack-a-Punching or what. Ooh, my eyes. Yeah, I'm really excited for Resident Evil 8, and especially if I'm getting a PS5. I vowed that I wasn't playing the game until I got a PS5. I really want to make, like, wish I could do like 3 channels right now, but I'm just not popular enough. But like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and like honestly Spider-Man shit in general. Maybe even, I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff I am interested in that I could do easily for channels, but that's if I want to jump to multiple different channels. I'm gonna maybe try a second channel, and that's probably about it. Okay, let's not do this. I'm gonna take that, and oh yeah, we got that too. What the fuck? This shit's fast paced as fuck and it's fun. I like this a lot. I'd rather play this over D Machina any day. Yeah, but as young people are not in danger of dying, so why are we keeping throwing our economies in? How long is it possible to keep people inside? Yeah. I guess. No. I'm in the boat of if we would have all just went inside in the first place, it could have been over by now, but nobody wanted to comply. Either you can. I think that there's a lot of really messed up ways, or like just a lot of the people that sort of didn't want to go inside and have been trying not to wear a mask or anything like that. The whole reason why it's still out of hand is because of those type of people too, in my opinion, at least. Got a nice level 2 pack of bunch. I don't know when we'll see it and be able to see a game like that was the level of BO3. To be honest, I don't know if we'll, when or if we will see that. Because, like, we're gonna be honest here. COVID's really fucked up the game development scene. And you're starting to really see it now. I hate play counts.
Dimensional tear near your position. Hope you're ready for a fight. Terminate with prejudice. Threat eliminated.
You have so much good loot, too. The thing is, you're playing this now, and this is why the Orber's Red is faster and more fun. Yeah, this is a lot better than whatever Onslaught was. And they've sort of really done a good job updating these modes compared to what... Oh, I got it for the Gallo. Let's go. Okay, well, we're almost there to Plague then. And I can get the freak out of this lobby and... or even wait for an RPG to drop. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Somehow I grabbed Spotify. Alright.
Get ready to engage an elite.
Thankfully,
Put him down.
oh my god, mimics. Get all my perks and everything.
To worry about.
Silver chalice. I need a gold chalice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck you, Playhound. Fuck you, Playhound. Fuck you, Playhound. I doubt we'll get it, but I'm really hoping for like SOE vibes. Just open and be done with. We don't deserve this. Let's just open up and be done with it. We don't deserve it. I don't know. I've given a yeah. I'm gonna see them. No results. I was slightly just the only reason why I don't want things to open up is because I have a girlfriend who is immune compromised and is basically close to immune compromised, and she gets it. We get it in general. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I don't know if the variants are more deadly, but they definitely affect young people a lot more. There's a lot of arguments for and against it, but I will always stick by. I think this is one of the only ways to sort of combat it, with people not wanting to do jack shit, I guess. Wanting to ignore. But and it's funny because like this time at home also has allowed me to start really working on YouTube and getting my life figured out. I never planned on going to school anyways, so it honestly hasn't bothered me quite as much as other people. It's also my introverted ass too talking. Okay, yeah, well, when I don't see a result, I just don't see the point of this torture. This with me. Don't have to agree with me. I mean, I don't think not everyone's gonna agree on everything. We're also from completely different countries. I don't know entirely your situation out in Greece. Like, I never been there. Don't really. I'm not entirely. I only can speak about the conditions that are here and what I hear here. And maybe a little bit about the States, because the States is a shit show that everyone can point fingers at and laugh at. That's sort of how I look at the States, though. Let's go. Got some nice level 3 armor. I like that. Is there no, like, level 3 pap? I'm guessing there's gonna be no level 3 pap. There's no, like, stims. Not stims, sorry. But, like, fuck off, I hate them so much. Why couldn't you have done hellhounds or something? I just hate plague hounds, tigers, anything that lunges at you like that. It's just the worst. It's so cramped. Great. Actually, like, pretty far in. This would be considered like round. I'm almost on round 40. Oh, this is considered round 40 right now, actually, of onslaught containment. Shit's whack. How do I still not have the camo yet? I've got to be really close though. Ooh, napalm burst. Let's go. Okay, let's not do that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh shit. That's insane. In the world wasn't even though we were at full lockdown for 1 year. Okay, that's pretty yikes. I mean, if there's it's also a super extremely hectic. That was wild. All right. How many more kills do I need for the freaking hour then? Oh, I need a bunch of pap kills. Oh! Are we running in circles for hours? Well, Onslaught seems to be the quickest way to do it, so let's keep doing it. Onslaught containment's lit. It lit. Oh, I don't want to play game show again. Please don't keep giving me game show. It's gonna keep giving me game show over and over again. What happens if I play with like somebody else? That could be hilarious. Let's play some. I'm guessing what you have to do is keep playing it over. I'm not entirely sure. Can I do no fill? No fill? U-Bond sounds insane. I like the sound of that. Oh, I can't stand this because it constantly takes stuff that I loved or was looking for. Guess what? Check share to Warzone. I was dumbfounded when I heard about it. I never made a video on that. There's a reason why I didn't make the video on that. Well, that's because I was just as pissed off too, and I'm just utterly shocked and really. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're trying to do with Warzone anymore. I honestly think with Treyarch's next game, because of this whole situation, I think that Treyarch's next game should honestly have a BR itself. I think Warzone is done. I think it's gonna fail. I think Battlefield 6 is gonna have honestly a BR that makes Call of Duty have to step up and actually have some competition. And honestly, Battlefield could do a better job. DICE is such a good studio. If they really, whenever they're nailing the content, whenever they're on their A game, DICE is freaking fantastic.
One less screen.
This being delayed is... Wait, the Ufertons. He's a little sluggish because of the,
Contact down.
I don't know, man. I really hope that Euro Mountains map ends up getting used for Outbreak or something. Like Outbreak, we get a
What's
full
hiding
map
in there?
where we're on the Euro Mountains. It just makes me so sad.
It was never in doubt.
The orb is pulling these elites through dimensional tears. You'll encounter more as you explore.
You have been developing game for with terrible conditions and barbituric breathing above your neck. Deliver it, and when it is time, you can't go to the studio and finish it. So you were cancelled. There is BO4 and then there's this. I think BO4 is just as big of an ouch as this is. This is the tale of Treyarch continuously being fucked over by time restrictions and just, oh man, it's so bad. Like I'm really disappointed in what happened with this shit. Like they really fucked it, man. They really fucked it. I think Treyarch doesn't deserve this. The studios that make these games don't deserve it. I don't think this is the time. This time is Activision. They just don't have the resources to properly code the map. They can't go to the studio. You know what's to blame? Warzone's to blame. And you know who's to blame because of Warzone? Activision, because I would have much rather seen a Blackout 2.0. I think Warzone and Blackout and a Blackout 2 could have easily, like, just bringing Blackout again, just having it named as Blackout, and it's on a completely better map and on this engine. I think it would have been great.
I wish we were talking under better circumstances.
I disagree. There is no better time for Russians to speak than when they must persevere.
I just don't think that there was any reason for Warzone to continue on, because it's been getting some of the most lackluster content I've ever seen a free to play game get? It's supposed to be free to play, and like, to me, Warzone just lacks the soul that Blackout had. And even Cold War at times lacks the soul that even BO4 had it. It does feel like the pandemic has knocked Treyarch and all the developers down a notch. They can't help it though. It's not their fault COVID's happened. It's not their fault that just in general the situations that we're in have happened.
Dead man neutralized.
I think the audience would have been there for a free-to-play Blackout experience.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you're here. Makes sense. Max is working with Requiem. Let's make a deal. I need the power on. Do that. I give you your spy. You
Ooh,
scratch my
not
back.
a nuke.
I scratch yours.
Whatever.
Okay, we'll play ball. Then we're coming for Maxis. And you.
I'm honestly gonna be forever angry with, but I'm sorry, but it's true. Don't put it. They're trying to make a change. BR for PM after PS5. I think a Battlefield Battle Royale though could be work well if it's done well. Because I thought Firestorm also too much and imploding themselves. I know that they have a lot of manpower on BF6 right now. If it's modern, I think it could be a hit because the modern Battlefield games are always really good. I honestly see Call of Duty imploding on itself right now, and there's pretty big implosion happening with Warzone. Even with this whole zombies high round fiasco, I think that Call of Duty is sort of imploding on itself, getting too big for itself. It needs to take a year off. It's taking too. Release like a MW2 remastered MP or something. Just cancel the game, or not cancel the game, but push back your games, Activision.
Okay, Peck. We did as you asked. Where is she? That's one done, but I count 3 reactors.
Start shifting the games to like
now math isn't your strong suit.
spring release, to be honest. I don't know, Bobby Kotick is really fucking over Call of Duty.
I'm just getting started.
This all started with this whole Cold War fiasco with Raven Treyarch having to develop this game in a couple years, and you could
Zombie down.
obviously tell whenever it was revealed that it was rough. It was very rough. Like I enjoy BO or Cold War Zombies and everything. Like it's good. But even now, like just sitting here, just grinding out camos, I don't know. It doesn't feel the same like BO3 did. It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't think that it lacks the soul that 3 had, but per se. But I do think it. Care about this argument. Fine, running down. Both. I don't think it's gonna die. I think it's just imploding on itself, and that there's gonna have to be some major reform. I don't think Call of Duty's ever dying. It's the same with Fortnite. Whenever people try to say Fortnite's gonna die, it's not dying. Shut the fuck up. Y'all are crazy. What I do think is gonna happen is Call of Duty is gonna be forced to do an Assassin's Creed and take a break. That, or they're just gonna keep running into this train wreck over and over and over again. Unless they can really, if COVID could start to die down and they could really start to put their assets back into, be able to put in-person assets back to work and just be able to like work on the game properly again, it could lead to something better. We just have to see. Hello. No matter what they do or what, no one's gonna like it. So what's the point? That's true.
Good work. Restoring power fixed the weapon machine at my location. Come make
That is
use
very
of your
true.
able.
I think if we just give it some time, I think we'll be alright. To be honest.
I was starting to think you weren't cut out for it. Come see me when you're ready.
Oh, how long have I been live for? Not telling me. I'll look up my Streamlabs. Been out live for an hour. I want to at least get my shotguns done today. I'm going for the less fun stuff. Like I already have the knife, and I did the China Lake way back before it was even way back at launch, and then I've been waiting to be able to do the shotgun for forever. Well, I at least have the points to go
That's multiple EKIA.
pack a punch this now. I think it's pretty. I just hate that people do just hate on everything for no reason other than just to hate. Like, I think we just need some BO3 level bangers that I pray that Treyarch can pull out of their arse. Stop being involved after being there originally because I really like this game and I just find the same toxicity as before. Get that some stuff are bad, but come on. Yeah, the toxicity's never really died down. That's why I sort of wanted to create this space. Like I can acknowledge that, yeah, Cold War is fun. I think as somebody, I never was able to do high rounds as a consistent thing. I was never in it for just playing zombies to kill zombies. I was in it for doing the Easter eggs. I'd do the Easter eggs all the time and have fun doing the Easter eggs as my sort of thing. I was never really into the whole high rounding part of zombies. I just thought the Easter eggs were so much cooler. And that's what I'm just missing. And I'm hoping Outbreak's Easter egg especially can really help change my mind about that. That's true. I try not to I can completely understand that mindset. That's why I sort of try to stay in my bubble. I don't like let people's negativity infect me. I let that happen during BO4 whenever I generally, if I would have actually stayed with my own opinions, I would have really liked BO4. I thought BO4 was actually pretty alright. At times I'd rather play BO4 than this game. And that's my own opinion. But negativity has really infected humans in general. We gravitate towards the negative more than the positive. It sucks. I was just finding. I grew up and I got more involved with the story now. Like, yeah, I think that's the hard thing about Cold War for me is that those level of Easter eggs that was there, and 3 just isn't there now. But again, I have a good amount of hope that Treyarch is gonna pull off some Treyarch magic shit. No matter if we don't have Bondella anymore or not. We still have Craig Houston writing. We could still see some crazy stuff be pulled out of the Dark Aether. This is only the beginning of the story. I expect this to be an at least 2-game story. Like, I don't expect them to drop this game after 1 game. Or this story after 1 game. Especially if they only get to do 5 maps plus Outbreak. That's not enough for a story.
Exfil available if you need it.
Let's get quicker vibe. I need to drink some water. I'm falling asleep over here. I've got barely any kills. I'm gonna have to be going for a good amount of rounds. We're just gonna keep chilling actually here in spawn, I think, until I've got the cash to be able to do anything. I mean, we need boss fights. See some, but now we need something bigger. Let's get there. Yeah, boss fights, true. You're 100% about that. Well, I feel like what I want is not, in fact, harder steps, but more so harder gameplay. The steps should be easy to replicate, but not exactly hard to do, but not easy to do per se. Don't make him overly tedious though. I think boss fights is definitely something that we're missing big time. Like I thought Orta was sort of a really big disappointment compared to what we've gotten at on DE. But technically Berlin, because since Firebase was supposed to be a launch map, Berlin's gonna be the kickoff of what would have been the kickoff of the true DLC season if things would have went to plan, which of course they didn't. So we could see some possible crazy shit with Berlin. I'm hoping we see more Dark Aether environments, more Dark Aether gameplay, and exploration too.
Do you hear that? Death comes for us now. You must protect us. Get to the zone. Quickly.
I will get to the zone quickly. Oh, there's a reason why I do YouTube streaming, and I'm glad I do YouTube streaming now, because I forget to tweet out my stream too, but that's okay. Doesn't bother me too much. I don't have a high attention span. Like, to be honest, this is not the game that I want to be playing. I just think in between seasons of Call of Duty content in general is pretty boring. We're about to get season 3. Outbreak's Easter egg next week. I would like to do some hunting. It's not gonna be. It might be next week. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to look. I should. Cool. I got my...
I never doubted your ferocity. Spetsnaz would be honored to have you among their ranks. Such breaches are increasingly common. Be ready for the next one.
Yeah, I do not like that. I just hope that we, after this game, because this is a little bit more, like, I would love to see this perk system expanded on. I feel like that is not a part of my... I'm just gonna not walk it. Out for Berlin is to put Samantha on the forefront. That's all I need. And I think Samantha's definitely going to be in the forefront. I just hope that the next game just feels more like a Treyarch game. And I think, honestly, a lot of my opinion on this game comes from the fact that I'm on PS4. This game plays like, even on a PS4 Pro, the game still plays like a complete ass on PS4. Like, I'm really excited to get the game on PC, or not PC, PS5. Play the game on PS5 because, my God, I think I bought the upgraded edition. That comes with the cross-gen bundle and everything. So that I can play it on PS5 whenever I get my PS5.
More heavy duty than the usual walking corpse.
Because I've heard that it does actually play a lot better on PS5 than 4. Oh. Freaking Wrangler. I'm gonna upgrade to a blue rarity.
Raptor 1 is standing by if you need to bug out.
I think, just in general, the story needs a map where it propels it into a different stratosphere rather than Firebase C is an increment from D Machina. It's a good step up. Like, I think Firebase Z definitely makes me want to come back to this game and actually play the game rather than sorry, give me 1 second. This is a can of worms I did not mean to open. If we get more maps that expand and do even better than Firebase Z, then we'll be in for an awesome season. I just don't know, man. I don't know how much the pandemic's caught up to Treyarch itself, but I've been hearing that World War II Vanguard has been a complete and utter disaster behind the scenes. Actually, who is Valentina's voice actor? Or is she just a random nobody? Because yeah, you can tell the difference.
I'll take you all down.
Window expired. They'll circle back around.
Kills are coming thick and fast. Target dropped. Right on the button.
Cool. As an interesting character, it's an American trying to do a Russian accent. She sucks so bad. Yeah, you can tell that it's an American, 100%.
I'm just getting started.
It is not a... It's very forced. Just how the pronunciations come off. Super forced. Maybe as the season goes on, her pronunciations will get better. Sort of has to grow with the character a little bit. Just like how the Primus and Ultimus characters sort of had to grow a bit. And their voice actors sort of had to grow with them. As Craig and Jason took over.
Your brains out. Say goodnight, shithead.
So close. Kablamos. No, I'm almost able to though. I also want a better new perk than just fucking Tombstone, man. I'm really actually hoping we do see Double Tap returned. It's been 2 games since we've seen a new version of Double Tap, and it's a little annoying, if you ask me. Should be Double Tap 3.0. Double Tap 3. That would be sick. I go about the next disaster. That'll be that break that you want because hit about it. Yeah, exactly. I think honestly, I'm not gonna get World War II Vanguard. I'm gonna play some other games during that year. I'm hoping Cold War gets more content too. Like, Zombies Chronicles 2? Double Tap is going to come on the final map, sorry mate. That'd be so shite. Meal Kick. I want Meal Kick, you know. PhD. PhD makes me sad because there's no Mustang and Sally type weapon, so I really hope that we get a DLC pistol or something that has a Mustang and Sally sort of pap upgrade. Because to me, PhD isn't needed because who's really going to be using the RPG in Sigma? I guess it could help with the ray gun. The ray gun's pretty insane. I forgot about the ray gun. I didn't actually pick this up. This thing's pretty strong. The artillery strike. Berlin. Yeah, that would be sick. If I could see Meal Kick in Berlin, that would be so sick. Who have you been hearing this from? Because like I've not been able to hear near as much leaks or anything. There's just been nothing lately. It's been pretty dry spell of what's coming. Also, everything's really up in the air right now. I feel like things are pretty unknown past Berlin. After Berlin, we're pretty much buckling up and maybe seeing a Der Riese remake, but I'm not even sure about that anymore. I got enough to be able to upgrade the permamon. Link's teacher, MDK. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Confirm and kill.
Holy zombies. I just can't wait for Treyarch's first next-gen only COD. Like,
Nailed a bunch of them.
their next COD's gonna be the first next-gen only, and I think that's gonna be hopefully a banger. I really, really hope that we aren't on a trail of more Black Ops games. I would love to see a new IP by Treyarch. With the continuation of Zombies, of course. I just don't see what you could do. Yeah,
Extraction
I
no-go.
I think that
BKA.
Vanguard's gonna bomb pretty hard, especially with the modern Battlefield title coming out. No matter how good Battlefield is, it's gonna sell better than Vanguard. I think it's gonna do worse than Infinite Warfare was doing, to be honest. Like, I genuinely think it's gonna be worse than IW was sales-wise. And IW is honestly a pretty big rip whenever it comes to sales. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit you about that. The sales are way down because of BO3. Feels like another BO.
Dropped another walking corpse.
I just don't see how it's gonna work. I don't see it working. Honestly, would love to see more of Weaver. He's really grown on me. I think Weaver's a good character. I'm just hoping that we get something that hits me like a D does. Like a D or Garrod hit me. To me, nothing in Cold War has hit me like BO3 had, but it took until even DLC 3 for me to appreciate how good the other BO3 maps were. So you know what? We may be in that sort of spot again. It just really depends, man. There's a lot of time that still needs to go by before we're done with this season. I just wish we had a confirmation on how many maps we were getting.
Take you all down. I don't plan on letting any of you live.
I'm just sort of running random trains in this area. I've still got quite a ways to go though for my shotgun kills. 3 more and a continuously updated outbreak. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. We would be seeing, after Berlin, we'd see 2 more. It'd be more like BO1. BO1 sort of level of content. I don't know. I'd say Outbreak, depending on how solid the Easter egg is, I think Outbreak could be a banger of a mode. There's so much potential with that mode because we have no clue how they're gonna update it. We'll probably get another map too. I just keep cornering myself there. Fuck. That's not good. It's not a good at all. Alright. We can go ahead and get more perks then. I just there's just a lot that still needs to be said and done about this game before, like, to me, the whole reason why I don't grind this game out either is because I know that all the content isn't released for it, so it's still playing a sort of incomplete game. I know that's how games as a service is, but like, because Call of Duty's updated for 1 whole year and then it's basically just dropped its support. I want to wait before we really give it a go. We'll need it's the most fascinating aspect of the story. Yeah, exactly. I just want to know what they remember, what they know, and if they will ever tell anyone about what happened in the Aether, the infinite, the Aether, the infinite. I like how they showed like the whole the location markers all behind like the mountain and everything, and the other location marker would be the other way. I still think the Vietnam setting could have been executed better, but I understand for what they're going for in this story. I like Firebase C though. I'm not going to complain any otherwise, but whenever I imagine this map, I imagine it a little bit differently. Seems definitely gonna be Weaver. Yeah, it's gotta be Weaver. That's if they don't kill him off because he just randomly disappears. So maybe that's why he just randomly disappears from the Black Ops games. I feel like something's huge gonna happen with the Aether in Berlin. They don't put the stakes of the whole world watching for a reason. Like, I think we're getting ourselves into literally the old story. Like, this shit's just gonna take over again. Instead, this time, it's us going into the Aether and taking the, like, what is it? Is it called Ethereum? Yeah, I guess it's called Ethereum. And everything. I'm mining all of that. Whereas in the original Aether storyline, well, of course, after Blundell's done all his shite with it, it's all about the Apothegons and what they've done. Okay, this is the worst spot. I'm down. This is on the Elder Gods and all, and then we transition to the standalone Salva game. I wouldn't be surprised. That's sort of where I think we will be going with DLC 4. I think so, man. I think so. All right. Let's look at how many more. I need 400 and. I think there's going to be something bigger than Orda in the Dark Aether. That's my opinion, but I think there's going to be something more. I really don't like the menu system in this game. I don't like. I wish we could go back to the same type of like level system or menu systems as what is it called? BO2. I really like the whole world map in BO2. You never know. Yeah, I know not to overhype. Right now, overhyping should not be done. I've done 31 surges. I remember for the longest time we were hearing about Mount Yamantau as a map, and then that ended up being the Ural maps that we're playing now in Outbreak. So we have no clue what we're getting for actual, like, after Berlin. So I'm really excited to see the teases in game for that. I think that's one of the things I love about it. It's so interactive. I thought 3 and 4 had a better UI. I just don't like how much of it is adapted from MW. I didn't like how many panels there are. I do like how interactive everything is. It's just, I like how creative they used to be with the UIs in the games. It just felt sort of stagnated. Like, even BO4, they were trying some interesting stuff with the UI. People may think it's ugly, but the in-game UI is pretty ugly and Could have easily been refined into something that looked good, too.
What's hiding in
That's
there?
the big thing, I think, is that you could have easily remade that UI into something else, and it would have been easily likable.
Surprised. Elites hiding in tears. You'll see more of these as you go.
I think this as a game as a game mode is way more interesting than the regular survival part of the mode at times. I think I'm getting to the point where I would love to see something that isn't.
We're all going the same way.
What is a UI? UI is basically like your user interface. So the ammo counter, the name underneath the ammo counter, how the power-ups look, that surges, and like the fact that there's a mini-map on the screen, all of that, that's your UI. I'm basically talking about BO4, you could made everything a lot more separate, and or like put everything together and sort of been a lot cleaner, more like what BO3 had. BO3 had a super clean UI. The HUD and the ammo counter and just everything is just very clean compared to whatever they've been trying to do since. Like, even to me, I find one, where's my square minimap? I'm so sad that there's no square minimap in this game. I do like the minimap in Zombies, though. I have learned to really like it because you can see where everyone is spawning. Just gives you that extra depth. And it's sort of needed for Outbreak, especially. I just wish that we still had, like, the points counter actually flash the points and just looked a little bit more original and not as just like MP with a little bit more flash to it, I guess. And the giant remake for DLC 4 is just really, I don't know whether or not I want to question it or if it's just, I think it's going to be interesting to say the least. Oh, there's a blue Howler on the ground that I could have just made purple. That makes me sad. At least it's not pack-a-punched. Really, the only thing that I despise is the compass. Seriously, who runs this thing? I think you can. Let's see. Let's go into interface. Horizontal compass. Horizontal compass is the worst thing. I always turn it off. I hate it in any game. No, it doesn't look like, out of anything, I'm surprised that that's not something you can adjust, though. I can't wait till I get it go on PS5 and I can actually crank the FOV. I just don't crank the FOV on PS4 because it drops frames so hard.
Dimensional tear nearby. You're ready to engage an elite. Make it quick or make them suffer. Your call.
The compass was definitely just there because MW had it. It's just that it makes me just think like, who fucking thought it was a good idea to get... Are you serious? I just keep getting better and better things, and it's annoying me. I need to remember to look on the ground then. I've always liked how suppressed weapons sound. Pack-a-punch. I don't know why. Cool. The pressure is always on whenever it comes to Onslaught now, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like that I just have 2 Howers now. Chilling time. I'll take... Do they have the same amount? They don't have the same amount of ammo. Okay, we'll just take 2 Howers then. Oh, it's a gold Gallo though. That's pretty sick. I feel like this area back here is pretty good. God, I hate that thing. What, the Megaton? Cause same. I want to save that insta kill for if I can get this over and done with quick enough.
Be advised, an elite signature nearby.
Cool. Makes mimics super easy to delete. Thank you very much. Is that a bullfrog? That is a bullfrog. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, I sorry. Completely blanked out there. Yeah, the compass is fucking god awful. I hate what they tried to do. I don't know how anyone says that MW is the best like MP ever whenever there aren't even red dots on the mini-map unless you have a UAV. So shite. Some nice symbol monkeys. Oh, Megaton trying to slap me. No more Aether tool. I want to take a second here. This is hectic as fuck. least I can say. Or use a device again, or it depends on your preference if you like it or not. But at least I can say on a technical level. On a technical level, it is good. But to me, games aren't about technicality and how it looks. It's about how it plays. And to me, MW, you need to draw that line that I think Treyarch really does draw quite well. Of realism and just actually having a game that plays well and is fun to play. Because holy fuck, MW makes me so depressed to play. And that's my own personal preference. I'm someone who started out with BO2 multiplayer as their first multiplayer, and I still think that BO2 multiplayer is one of the best multiplayers. But I actually think BO3 and the fast-paced movement and the fast-paced multiplayer that those lended towards was what I fell in love with, and they just haven't been really appealing to that side of multiplayer in general in a bit. And I find it quite frustrating, to be honest. This is I just hate that there's play counts upon play counts upon play counts. Freak. There's so many spawns though. You can't stand still here with this mode. Holy shit.
Elite signature near your position. Terminate with prejudice.
It makes it way easier. Holy gold weapons. Is that an MP5? I think that's just an MP5. Gotta make sure to be able to balance. This is like a lot of like the Blundell era sort of survival. And I like it. I like it a lot. I like this style of zombies a lot on this engine. It's just non-stop now. BO3 had a different movement though, and still Treyarch games are always more fast-paced than Infinity Ward games, and that's just gonna be it. And that's sort of why I really don't really care about different movement though. I know BO3 had a different movement and everything. I wish that they would have carried that more, but like didn't try to nerf it so hard after BO3 because everyone was so done with advanced movement. I just think that it really dumbed it down to a place it didn't need to be dumbed down to. I really like this game mode with manglers and everything now too. Surprised there's no gold chalices or anything. This is where I died last time. I have a lot better idea of what I'm doing now, though. You definitely use the play counts to your advantage, that's for sure. I'm gonna try to use the play counts more as like a to slow down the zombies.
Be advised, an elite signature nearby. You know what to do. He is done.
Damn. The shit gets intense. It's so quick though. How many? Like I should only need. You know what? Onslaught reminds me of the code. And that's exactly what I think they sort of did. Was like this could be a boss fight, or this could be a game mode in itself. But you notice that if you look at Tag and Alpha Omega, they were sort of testing out a lot of Cold War. A lot of the ideas that they sort of did use for Cold War. Like to me, Alpha Omega and Tag Toten feel very similar to these maps. And how they're designed. Like makes me think that Corky and everything we're working on.
Elite threat in the vicinity.
We're working on the end of the Aether story and everything. Oh. Okay, this is like just getting insane now. Give me my max ammos, please.
Down he goes.
And my perks. I'm not getting armor anymore either. And the armor drops. Holy shit. Close my eyes. Holy fuck, these dudes are getting tanky as fuck. What the fuck? How'd it kill me? It was over. Oh. Sorry, this is a message cut. If you look at the a lot of the assets from the end of BO4, they're pretty prominently used. I know you're going to hate me, but the map that I like the most is Alpha Omega because how different it was. No, Alpha Omega is probably my favorite map in BO4 myself too. I thought Rushmore was a very unique way to do it. I thought in general, it was a brand new map itself. Just because it was this Nuketown. I thought the Avogadro fight was really fun. I wish we could have seen the actual nuked version of Nuketown, but I'm guessing that was basically what you play in BO2, the nuked version. I remember hearing back here during BO4 that we could possibly see like a proper remaster of 5, a proper remaster of Nuketown, and like all those maps, and I was so sad that, and like an actual full remake of Mob of the Dead. If they could keep doing what they were doing, but we all know how that planned out. Since you mentioned Nuketown, let's just do some Onslaught on Nuketown. It's gonna be my last game though, my dude. What was your favorite one that you thought was like a custom map? Oh, Here's what I mean by that. It definitely, I would say the same even about Infinite Warfare maps to a certain extent. Some of those maps. I still like those maps. I like custom maps, to be honest, too. To me, it's just... It was a step below, and the reason why it feels like custom maps is purely just based off of cutscenes. Gameplay-wise, Alpha Omega is fantastic. I thought the Mark II variants were cool as fuck. And in general, you're making me want to play some fucking Alpha Omega. Because it is pretty sick. I think Alpha Omega is a sick ass map. I'm gonna say this. Onslaught may be my new favorite mode. This mode is actually pretty fun. The way you have to loot to survive and everything is just sort of fun as fuck, and this is exactly what I wanted the mode. If you go back and watch my original Onslaught video, this is what I've said. Worth to check out the Chaos maps. I barely have touched them.
Follow the orb. It's your only protection from the
I'm thinking about going through and doing the 9 and Voyage Easter egg, because those are the 2 Chaos Easter eggs I haven't done. And redo Dead of the Night and everything for the lulz. Ooh, okay, this Onslaught is giving me good ass vibes just because of the fact that how hectic those later rounds were getting. I know that we aren't quite there yet, but still. They've really... It's so weird because like Treyarch knocked it out of the park in some aspects, and then like some aspects I think that we need more. Like, but we're gonna get more. That's the big thing. Because like the only thing that I want more of is Outbreak, and guess what? We're getting more of Outbreak in Season 3.
What's hiding in there?
Oh, it's a mangler. Fuckers. Who do you think you are?
The orb is pulling these elites through dimensional tears.
Shatterblast. What an interesting... Definitely seem to give you much better guns off the bat, that's for sure. I've still yet to do D Machina's Easter egg too. If we're gonna be honest here. Can I say I'd rather still pay for map packs? Because the content we got was better. And more consistent. Yes, it was getting stale, but if they could have reinvigorated that, I think it could have been sick.
Undead Tango down.
Okay, now it's starting to speed up and I like it. I like seeing that. I mean, we're only on like round quote unquote 6. We'll have another elite round next. And hopefully we'll be able to pack a punch after the next round. That would be quite fun.
Elite encounter is imminent.
It is. I want more focus on Semantic. We'll gold mine with these two. He has to stop overhyping the game. Stop keeping... Oh man, just make a cutscene or two. Yeah. I'm hoping that we can start actually making steps towards the fact that I'm done waiting for these characters to. I feel like it's gonna be a time. I think Berlin will start to see Eddie. I think we have to see him in a cutscene in Berlin, possibly, even if it's just a hello Samantha. I'm just gonna like.
They're dead.
And if we get more upgrades for the
I never waste.
for our perks and everything, that could be so sick. I don't know what the hell is. I love doing some dank ass Richtofen impressions, you know. Oh, I pray we see some good ass Eddie content in this game. I won't be surprised if we do not see him a ton in this game, and they're just like, yeah, we gotta sell new copies though of the next game, so let's just save his ass for it. Why is my like RPG just randomly reloading itself? It feels like I'm not having to reload my RPG at all.
Get out of the phase.
I want to be in the phase though.
There's a dimensional
Who do you think
tear
you
near your
are?
position. Get ready.
Huh? Huh?
Terminate with prejudice.
Fuck off. Reminds me of the freaking RPG from BO2.
He's down for good this time.
Good kill.
Freaking Gallo. Cool. Let's start getting path kills. So the content on each game and even BO3 without has this kind of. Now yeah, no, we have a lot of freaking content, like Onslaught too. Once y'all on PC and everything get Onslaught, there's a pretty insane amount of content that you have here with Cold War right now. I think as like a third mode, that this is one of the best third modes we've ever gotten. Like, this is way better than what Rush was in BO. I still don't understand why Rush was what we got at launch as like the third game mode, quote unquote, or another game mode in BO4. The nice thing about this whole Nuketown is that you're not really moving around too much, and that's one thing I found really annoying was the whole moving around part on some of the maps. I think this is honestly a little bit harder than Containment with some of the mechanics. And it's a little bit slower. The hecticness sort of lends itself to being a little bit easier. Oh, until that happens. Here, let's use our oh Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, I tried to use Tombstone there. That didn't go so well. All right. No. I was sort of goofing off there towards the end. I think that's gonna be it for me today, though. Sorry, give me 1 second. All right. Not Megaton though. I also consider Nuketown a zombies map as well. That's why I like it. I really I'm learning to like the Megaton more and more now that he's not as bullet spongy as he was at launch. At launch I found him quite bullet spongy. But there should be more content on the way. I don't know if I'm going to be doing another stream or not. I'm actually thinking possibly finishing off the campaign as a stream too, because I haven't finished off the campaign in this game, and I'd like to know what the fuck happened in the campaign, because it does sort of correlate with Cold War zombies. But anyways, thank you for joining me again, my dude. I will see you very, very soon.